My name is Joshua Smith. I am moving into a new apartment located at 520 Hancock Street, unit number 5, as you can see there, which is located in Rumford, Maine, zip code 04276. And the landlord is Central Maine Property Management. Today's date is June. It is approximately 8:02 p.m. June 13th. You can see at the top left there, 8:02, 8:03 now p.m. And this lease was executed on May 22nd of 2024. Like I said, it is now June 13th. Didn't move in until now because I am moving all the way from Kentucky, needed help, and my dad is helping me, and he couldn't get off. Well, we had to plan ahead, and he had to take off work and everything. So now we're moving in. I just took possession of the keys today. We went to Lewiston and picked up the keys from the main office. Cindy Jennings handed them to me. So today, June 13th, is the first day that we've actually had a chance to move in, and the purpose of this video is to document the condition of the apartment before I move in, because it's in pretty rough shape, and I knew that going in, but obviously moving all the way from Kentucky, it's not that easy to coordinate viewing and walkthroughs. So the apartment manager actually already did her walkthrough without me. I did come and visit the property back in early May and meet the property manager, Cindy, and we did walk through the apartment back at that time before I executed the lease on May 22nd. The problem was that at that time the apartment was in even worse shape than it is now, and because the previous tenant had completely trashed the place, she intentionally flooded the entire apartment, so much so that it was flooding out the entire building, including the units below this one. And like I said, at that time, I thought I was making the trip up there to view a ready to move in apartment, but it was not. They had not cleaned any of that up yet, so there's all kinds of trash and debris all over the floor. So the mold, horrible black mold growing all over in the fridge and freezer. So they hadn't done all that yet. It was kind of a wasted trip, I guess. And because the apartment was not habitable at that time, before signing the lease, I had Cindy send me some photos of the unit after they cleaned it, just to make sure that they actually did clean it, including the fridge and freezer, which, like I said, had tons of black mold growing in it. So she did that, and they definitely did clean it up quite a bit. But like I said, the purpose of this video is just to document a lot of the damage that is currently already present in the apartment, and just as a way to document and protect myself during the move-out process. So there's a lot to document, but I'm going to start at the front. And here is so we're at the front door here, apartment number 5. You can see right off the bat, there is some damage, like a lot of paint chipping on the trim, on the doorway, particularly down here. And all along the baseboards, there's places where the paint is chipping. So that's just, we're still just right in the front doorway here. You can see the door has a lot of marks on it. And holes, little holes. All the trim has cracks running through all of it. Also behind the door, this is the front door. There's also Some damage in the corner there. Speaking of damage, the entire floor, it's all hardwood floor throughout the apartment, which has one bedroom. You see there's a lot of discoloration and staining on the floor as well. Some of the discoloration and staining looks like footprints to me, so I'm not sure if that's from the cleaning crew or what exactly that's from. Here's some over here that's really, really bad, and you can see like stuff that looks like footprints there. And it's throughout the entire apartment unit. So just to give you a panorama view of the apartment, we have moved some of my stuff into this middle room here. Again, over here is the front door. We just took the keys today and just moved my stuff in right there and just put it there. Nothing's been set up yet or anything, but this is what the bedroom looks like. We'll get in closer detail here in a second, but it's just 3 rooms and a couple closets and a bathroom. And then here's the kitchen and the bathroom over there. So I've already showed you the floor here in the main room with the footprints. That's all over the place. Here's some more. It's all over the place. And here's the thermostat, which looks like it's about to fall off of the wall. As you can see, it's pretty flimsy right there. Also does not turn on, although the landlord is paying for the heat, and so I think, given that it's summer right now, I don't think that's supposed to turn on, but I don't know for sure. Here's the door to the bedroom, and you can see this is the trim of the door. There's a little hole there. There's little holes and scratches and cracks everywhere. Here's some more. Here's some more here. Come on down here, and there's some. This is just the right hand side of the door frame. Again, over here on the left side of the door frame is also just more paint peeling off. Here's the bottom of the bedroom door. Lots of paint chipping or peeling, and also just some like pieces or wood that's chipped off there. So now we're in the bedroom, and there's cracks in the walls. It's a pretty good look at that one there. There's mini cracks. There's another one right here that starts. And that one zigzags over here, and then it just keeps going. Here is the right-hand corner of the bedroom. You can see some damage on the floor here in a couple spots. I mean, the overall floor is covered in like paint chips, and there's tons of chips out of the floor itself. Here's one. There's also just tons of like goop on the floor, just stuck to the floor everywhere. Lots of damage to the floor underneath of the baseboard heating system. But again, lots of chips out of the floor, lots of discoloration and stains, lots of, I guess, what would be caulk, maybe, caulking material. Here's another chip. Again, we're still in the bedroom here. As you can see, here's the window looking out across the street. Here's a major one over here. So that's significant damage right there. More discoloration and goop over there, and more damage to the floor. Crack right here with some damage to the drywall, punched in right there. More cracks vents in the drywall. Here's a huge one right here. It goes pretty much the whole length of the wall, or at least most of it. Here's the forward-facing bedroom window in the state that it's in. This rod was just laying there when we got here. Some paint chipping off the windowsill here. But yeah, the rod that's already hanging up on this window is bent. Some damage there, chipping over there. Big crack in the ceiling. So it goes from one side, well, it's out of focus now, but there's cracks everywhere. And just to remind you, the reason why I'm doing this is because given that I live all the way in Kentucky, I didn't have a chance to actually do a walkthrough with the manager prior to signing the lease. All I could do was go off of pictures. There's no screen in this window. This is the second bedroom window. That's the first one. There is a screen over there. If you get close, well, that's another thing I just found out, that the windows stay up. So the window is not staying up after being opened. You can see here, I am holding the window open, but there is nothing holding the window open. It just immediately closes. And it's also, the window lining seems to be coming apart right there as well. So that window's broken. I was originally just gonna open that to show you the screen, but I can't even hold it open to show you that there is a screen there, but you can see it on the camera. But that's in contrast to this second window over here, which has no screen. This window is closed, but there's no screen here. There's another window in the kitchen that has no, or not the kitchen, but the middle room where all the stuff is. That has no screen either, that window. Also no screen. Also lots of damage around that window still over there. As you can see here, lots of discoloration and damage. Again, tons of damage all over the floor. Chips all over the floor. That's ubiquitous throughout the apartment. More paint chipping. No curtain rod over here. I don't know if it was supposed to come with one, but it didn't come with one. It didn't come with AC either. I purchased this AC unit and we installed it in the window here. So that did not come with the apartment. There's another piece of drywall damage here. This is still the middle room here. And before we move into the kitchen, I'll just show you this massive piece of, I guess you could say, paint chip on the door frame that leads from the main living room into the kitchen. Notice there is no door. Don't know if there was supposed to be one, but there isn't one as of me moving in today. I'm moving all the way from Kentucky, and so the manager and I did not do a walkthrough together before I signed the lease or took possession. And when I took possession of the keys today, she did ask me to sign a move-in condition report checklist before I even had a chance to see the apartment in its cleaned state, and I refused to sign it. This is what she wanted me to sign as I was picking up the keys from her today at her office. there is there is basically no damage that she noted on this report. Again, she has already done the walkthrough by herself without me present, and this was her sort of synopsis. And you go to the second page, you can just see a few more of her notes there, or lack thereof. I mean, there's not much that she noted there. If you go back to the first page, you notice that one of the items, window screens, is checked as move-in condition. I mean, 2 of the windows don't even have window screens. We've already seen the walls. There is no carpet. Lighting seems good so far. Doors seem good so far, although the kitchen door is glass and does have some cracks. There are cracks in the glass. Window treatments. I mean, well, we saw that the window in the bedroom won't stay open. Note this back deck, patio, balcony. Note here, back porch, items removed. No, they haven't been removed. If you look out, this is the door to the back porch or patio. I assume this is the previous tenant's belongings and trash that's in the community space here. You can even see there's like cigarette butts and broken glass out there. Again, this is half of this porch is now my property. And when the manager did send me those pictures after they had cleaned the apartment, I did ask her about this exact back patio, asked her whose it was, you know, was it going to be cleaned, and she assured me that it would be cleaned, that she had put a work order in and that they were going to get on it. And then you saw on her her page there that she even noted that it had been removed, but they haven't. It's still the exact same as it was before. And then if you turn to the next page, we'll just look over her notes on there. That just says white for the refrigerator color, but there is no dishwasher. There's no microwave. We go to the next one. I'm just documenting what she originally wrote. Next one, please. Okay, so this is the final page. She just put big X's here because there is no second or third bedroom. And then she signed it at the bottom. And this is the page that she wants me to sign, that she wanted me to sign today before I took the keys, but I said I wasn't going to do that because I wanted to actually see the and, you know, document my own findings and then amend the list before signing it. So that's what I'm going to do. I am taking this video in part to do exactly that, and I'm also taking some pictures, and I'm going to try and amend that document as best I can and then return it to Central Maine Property Management. But let's continue documenting because I haven't even showed you the kitchen yet. And here we are. Again, that's the back kitchen door. You can see there's paint on the window as well as a broken pane, or at least a crack in the window pane down there at the bottom right. Just lots of damage to the door and the trim, of course. Lots of holes in the walls, in the doors, and the trim. We look at the floor again. Got some damage all over, but especially right there, but all over, of course. That's just the nature of the apartment. There's another big one over here. Just more cracks in the walls, chip right here. More damage there. Battery's running low, so I'm just trying to think of what I really want to show you before it dies. This cupboard over here has some damage on the inside of it, pretty severe damage right there, and the whole wall of the cupboard right there is broken and basically off of the cupboard. You can see it's just loose there between the stove and the cupboard. So that's like that. The stove also has a big bend in this bottom compartment, which I guess isn't a compartment. It's not supposed to open, but there is like damage there and it's bent. Pretty big indentation on the main surface as well. Just a big dent and big indentation. I haven't tried the stove yet, so I'm not 100% sure it works. Did want to show you the fridge and all the damage on the front of that, including all these scrapes and dents, scratches. This was the fridge and freezer that was completely covered with black mold in both the fridge and the freezer compartment. They did clean it out, but it's still pretty beat up. I looked inside. I don't know if definitely looks a lot better than it did. Just more dents and dings and scratches all over the fridge and freezer here, and just damage overall. Here's some more damage on the floor. It just looks like scrapes here. This is right by the refrigerator. All over the place. Here's some. These are, you can definitely feel these. These are quite deep. All of these chips in the floor here, right by the refrigerator. More staining there. Looks like somebody's shoe prints. Again, this is all throughout the apartment. All the chips in the floor. Here's a bunch more in front of the fridge. And over here, more stains. More chips. Some really big chips over here, right in front of the fridge again. So here's some big ones here. Just more damage on the floor, as you can see. Cabinets are pretty beat up too, everything is. Countertop, pretty rough shape, lots of scratches on the countertop. Lots of dents, stains. There's a couple big round stains. Here's a round, like a big round stain right here. Goes all the way around like that. You can see the outline of it here. Random chip back here. More damage on this side. And here's the other big round stain that's easily visible. And then just tons of chipping and damage around the sink area too, on this side as well. Heading into the bathroom, well, here's some cupboards in the kitchen. The bottom one of which does not really open at all. I mean, none of them really open that well, not cleanly. That one I can't get to go back how it was. You can't open and close them with one hand because they're all jammed and stuck. Big crack in the shelf area there, and just overall damage. I mean, you can see all the damage there. Massive crack over there. Going into the bathroom, you can see this is pretty rough shape, I guess. You know, lots of just cracking. What else? You know, same thing as everywhere else. Some sort of thing here, I'm not even sure what that is. I guess the wall was replaced and fixed there at one point. We're in the bathroom now, and this window has a big crack in it. This is the upper pane of the bathroom window. Just a big crack right there. Here's a better angle. Screen has some holes in it. damage to the screen. At least this window has a screen, the other ones didn't. Some damage to the siding here in a couple spots. Really, I mean everywhere, but those spots especially. The sink came with the stopper already broken. This was just out on the sink like that, and this does not work, so that's completely broken. Massive amount of paint chipping over there. Here's the inside of the medicine cabinet. I don't know what is going on up there. Lots of damage everywhere. So you can see this is the back of the closed bathroom door. Just tons of cracks in the trim, especially on this door frame. So yeah, and then you can see the quality of the floor in the bathroom here is also not great. Lots of chips. I mean, these some pretty deep holes right here, and they're everywhere. Those are just the ones I saw first. But I mean, go over here. There's more here, more here, more here, more here, more here. So it's everywhere. Here's what the bottom of the shower looks like from the outside. That is a pretty good synopsis of most of the damage here. Honestly, I can't document every little hole or every crack or every stain on the floor because I mean it's everywhere. There's more chips down here, just big holes in the floor. This is under the bathroom sink. So yeah, I can't document everything, but this gives you a pretty good idea of what the entire it looks like. So I am going to take some additional photos and also just send this video along with the photos, and along with I will document most of what I can. I'll just add my own notes to this document here, the move in out condition report that the property manager Cindy gave me today on June 13th, 2024, and I will photograph it once I have added my notes. There's going to be a lot of them. According to this, I have 7 days upon moving in. I'm just moving in today on June 13th. So I will fill this out and then send her this video as well as some of my pictures that I take, and then I will find out some way this document back to her after I've added my notes and I've signed it, because I haven't signed anything relating to the condition of the apartment yet. So that's going to take a little while. It's going to take a few days to document all that and get that to her. Not sure exactly how I'm going to get the form back to her because it's almost the weekend. Today's Thursday, and they are obviously closed on the weekends, and they also are in Lewiston, whereas this apartment is in Rumford, so that's over an hour away. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to get this back to her until next week, Monday or Tuesday. The property manager, Cindy's actually on vacation right now, so I'm not sure who's going to receive this physically, but I'll probably just take pictures of it after I've documented my notes on it, and then send the pictures of this document with my notes added to it to them via email. And then if I need to a physical copy, I will either drive an hour to give it to them or just mail it to them, whatever they want me to do. But I'll walk to the outside of the apartment building just to video the outside of the building so that you know the building is where I say it is, as well as the name of the building. So I am on the top floor. Again, this is at 520 Hancock Street, apartment number 5 in Rumford, Maine. There's the door to the outside. Number 5, that's my mailbox. Haven't gotten email yet. There's Adam. He lives across the street. He used to be a tenant here. He's one of the guys who told me about the previous tenant in my unit intentionally flooded the entire place before, and just like stopped the drains up and turned the water on and flooded the entire place, and then just left. Building. So 520 Hancock, 520 Hancock Apartments. Have lived, so hopefully this was a pretty good documentation. I'm sure there's tons of stuff, tons of damage that I didn't document because I just don't have time. A lot of it's the same kind of thing as stuff I've already shown you. But yeah, a couple of windows, no screens, a couple cracks in the window panes. Haven't even tried to open all the windows yet, but we saw what happened with the main one in the bedroom that was facing forward. We can look at it from the outside. It's the top window there on the left is that bedroom window looked at and will not stay open. So yeah, that's not great. But yeah, I'm documenting this because I will not be held responsible for any of the damage that is currently already on the property. I did not cause any of these issues. This is only the second time I've even stepped foot in the property, the previous time being back in early May when Cindy and I looked at the apartment, but that was prior to them even cleaning the apartment, and it was just completely trashed, trash everywhere. The apartment also has a really horrible, foul, strong odor that smells a lot like urine, but I'm not even sure what it's from, if it's just from mold because of all the flooding that went on. I don't know. But yeah, I don't make this video to complain because I knew the apartment wasn't going to be like a 5-star hotel. I know that this video comes across as complaining, but that's not the purpose at all. The purpose is just to protect myself from any liability that I do not deserve to have upon me, because I am not liable for anything that we just saw. But I mean, it's got everything I need, so I'm not complaining about the apartment or anything. This is my first day here. I haven't even spent the night in it yet, but I guess I'll continue to document things as they happen. And yeah, I guess I'll sign off here before the video, or the camera, or the phone rather, dies. So thank you for watching. And again, this is just, the purpose of this video is just to document the state of the apartment prior to me moving in, and just make sure we have a record of it and everybody's on the same page.